So we're going to the garage first.
Which garage we're going to? Well, remember, I'll stop at an M&S service place. Well, that's good.
We have a bit of an issue. 22 miles from the M25. You can see police lights up ahead, and according to Waze there's been an accident. Our estimated time of arrival now is 20 to 11. So we've made it to Canterbury Motor Park Air. Quite a lot of big RVs here, some old and weird and wonderful looking things. Chucked it down for the last 2 hours. Had a bit of a trauma with the fridge, but I managed to reset it. It seems to be okay. It's her ladyship getting ready in bed. So the time is about 11 o'clock, I think. So we're going to try and get some shut-eye before getting up at 4 AM. See you later on the other side. At the supermarket. It's Aldi. It's not very busy. Decided to come away about 20 miles earlier than our prescribed stop because the weather's that bad, and we thought it's going to get a little bit better in by about 5 o'clock, so might as well just make use of this time to do supermarket shopping. So after a long morning and afternoon, we finally made it to Épernay. We've had troubles with tolls, trouble with petrol pumps. It works. The rain has finally stopped, so we just paid for parking. Not 100% sure. Didn't really let me select a motorhome. It was either a truck or a car, so I picked a car. Well, we'll soon see. The Avenue de Champagne, all the famous champagne houses are. So we just walked down the Avenue de Champagne and now we're finding the Notre Dame church. We go through this little park, some nice pleasant green space, fancy pantsy. We find it just by this little park. Lots of parks and green spaces. Probably looks better than on a wet Thursday. Look, we've got sun! We've got sun! I can't believe it. Name of the place, Sonia?
Don't go. Anyway, an hour and a half's drive, and then it'll be time for tea.
We've made it at last. It's been a long day. We've actually got a little bit of a lake view. Don't know if you can see it out there. It's not a bad little campsite. So we're just having a relaxing drink before I start cooking tea. So I'm having a beer. Sonia's having a Pepsi, although she has bought a bottle of gin on the ferry. Well, it's 8:15 in the morning. This is where we stopped last night. I've just had a shower by the lake. You can hear the geese all night. Still a bit breezy, but looking a bit brighter. So this is the lake next to the campsite we've just stayed at. All you can hear is birds constantly. That's a big duck. So walk over to the other side of the lake. The sun's coming up. Big area here. There's golf courses, loads of water sports, loads of camping sites, motorhome places, cafes, bars. Be a good place to come. Better weather today, thankfully.
Morning. Well, we had a good night's sleep and lovely morning. A little bit of a walk around the fresh lake. It's a huge lake. Quite a lot to do, as you might have seen in the earlier video. And now we're driving to Baden-Baden. Well, after a slight delay of trying to get the barrier to lift, we've got out and on our way. Oop. We're getting to more hilly countryside now. We've been on the go about, what, 2.5 hours, another hour and 30 to go or so. And it's been sunny, it's been cloudy. I don't think we've been in rain, but we've gone through areas that it has rained. It's been majority on dual carriageways, and we're now in a single carriageway. So very careful with the speed limits because they change so frequently, and often there's no sign. It's like it's changed. So anyway, there we go. So we are about to cross into Germany over the Rhine. Here we are, just about to cross the Rhine into Germany. Sonia's now going to sing the German national anthem. Here's the Rhine. There. Come on, Sonia. 3, 2, 1. I'll start her off. Just me then. No fun. That's shame.
So we've made it to Baden-Baden. Just paid to park here, €5 for the day. Gonna have some soup and then walk down to town. Let's see how Sonia's getting on with the soup. Just have to unlock this. Sorted.
How much for it?
€5 for 5 hours. So just arriving in the old town of Baden-Baden. We're heading to a cafe because I'm going to try. We've just arrived at the Black Forest. I'm going to have some Black Forest gâteau. Is it a real dog? Da, da, da. Sonia's let me try some. What do you think, Sonia? Out of 10. So tonight we're trying our first foreign air. Nice easy payment machine, was quite easy, €19. Electrics, nice new machines, easy to use, but we've not plugged in yet. Don't think we really need it, to be honest with you, so we're not going to bother. We've got the bikes. There's a cycle track back into Baden-Baden where we only had a quick look around part of it, but we thought it might get busy here, so we decided to come early and then cycle back in. It's only 3 kilometers. Not the nicest of areas, but it looks like a big secure area. So we've cycled back into town. Quite an easy cycle track. Only took about 10 minutes, but it would take a lot longer to walk. So we're going to check out the old town now, maybe have a drink. More restaurants.
Go back up to that way.
And go back up that way. Spiked in the eye. Where are we going here? Well, as you can see, it's not the best weather today, so we're just contemplating what to do. Do we carry on with our plan going into Baden-Baden? Or do we drive somewhere for a change? Need a bit of a tidy up here and go somewhere else and use this as a driving morning, because the weather's supposed to get a little bit better this afternoon. So we'll let you know when we decide.
So the weather has, I wouldn't say brightened up, well it has, it stopped raining. Plenty of clouds around and it could be showery. So we are going for a walk in the trees to a waterfall. It's about a 20-minute drive away, so we'll catch up with you there. So this is Sonia's idea to come up here. Not exactly suitable for a big motorhome, but as long as not much comes the other way, we should be okay. There's signs about saying watch out for salamanders. Who'd have thought it? We have only 1.2 kilometers to go.
So we made it to the car park. Just looking for the waterfall.
No, we won't be going down that one. We've got
No.
arms on that one.
We don't like a horny bull. We made it to the waterfall. So we've seen the waterfall and we're now using Wikiloc to do a sort of a trail on the hoof, taking us up here somewhere. Probably going to do about 10k. Is that no reaction? Then we're going to have some lunch in the van. Yum yum. Smoked chicken wrap. So we're nearing the end of our walk. It's only about 5 or 6k. It's raining now anyway. It's been very pleasant. Lots of lovely autumnal colours. So I had our lunch, drove across town to come to the funicular, because we always like to go to a funicular. We popped up yesterday to have a look, seemed very quiet. And we arrived today about 30 seconds behind a coach load. And it only takes about 5 or 6 people at a time. So we've decided, in our infinite wisdom, to walk up. Sonia's a bit behind. We had rainstorms on the way, but as you can see, brightened up now. So the plan is to walk up and get the funicular down. Although we don't have a ticket. Kind of hoping there's a ticket machine at the top. If not, we're walking back down. So we're sort of at a midway point, sort of the station here, but I don't know if it stops. See a bit further that way. Castle over there. It is. Too. So about 3/4 of the way up, in and out of these little rain showers. As you can see, bits of sun out at the minute, but the leaves are holding out much water. Gets you all wet. But beautiful autumnal colours. As you can see, just get past Sonia's big brolly. Look at that. Ooh, made it to the top. That's the funicular station, and that's the town down there. A bit breezy up here. So we've stopped for a drink at the top. I wanted an iced drink, but they didn't have any, so I've had to make do with a cappuccino. There. Back at the Baden-Baden camping air for a second night. After being out to adventurous walks today, we're now walking to Lidl, which is along here. This is also the cycle track. Aldi actually, sorry. Wasn't the best when I popped in yesterday, but we just need a few essentials. So, and then we're going to get our Bobby Dazzlers on and go for some German sausage, yeah! We just got off that bus, that very bus. So €7 for two of us to get into town. We got sort of like an express bus because some of them stop about 6 or 7 times. That one didn't stop at all. Just stopped a 3-minute walk away from where we were staying, and it took 3 minutes to get here. Well, I think we've got off one stop too early, but it's dry. There's some nice buildings to look around, and we're now going to look for a traditional Bavarian restaurant to fill ourselves with sausage and big beers. We've come out for dinner to this nice place. Our food has arrived. Sonia's got 2 massive pork chops and I've got a rather large sausage and some extra dumplings. This is where we ate. It was average. Unfortunately I had to send mine back because the sausage was cold. It's like they're pre-prepared and then just warm them up. But mine wasn't warmed up very well, so I ate about 1/8 of it and complained, and they sent it away and gave me another one. So I'm rather full up. And now we have about an hour's walk because Sonia didn't want to get the bus. So this is the way back. Right, here we go. So we have got enough fuel for 140 miles. So we probably won't stop to fill up today. So leaving the Baden-Baden camping area, we're heading to how do you pronounce it, Sonia?
I don't know.
You don't know? Begins with an SCH. And there's stepping stones there. It was really smooth and quiet, and it's just changed to concrete, but it's still reasonably quiet. It's concrete goes. So we're on this road for 23 miles. I don't think we'll film all of it. So we're nearly at our first destination. Stayed in the Autobahn longer than what we wanted. We were trying to find B500 or 300, is it? Is it 300? 500? Yeah. Drives through the Black Forest, but we thought we had the directions set correctly, but clearly not. So we'll try and pick it up after this. Road's very quiet today, being a Sunday. Public trucks allowed on the road. parked here. Quite a quiet car park, as you can see. You can stay 24 hours. So we'll maybe have a little think. There's bike rides around here. But we're going to have a little walk through the town first and then decide what we're doing. Isn't that right, Sonia?
Yep.
She spoke! She spoke on camera. My word. So this is the car park. Pretty quiet, as you can see. This is a famous village in the Black Forest called Schiltach. Something like that. Just waiting on her ladyship. What's she doing? Putting her lipstick on with the looks of things. Now here's a big stick. What's this big bit of wood for? Ah. Find somewhere to go for a beer tonight. It's the Schiltach Express. Spotless trains. So we're on our walk towards the castle ruins and then a bit of a hill and then to a funny bridge and then back to town. So now we're just going along the bottom of the valley at the minute. So what's this all about? We have a tree with a solar panel and a light on the top. A door cut into it. It's padlocked up. And it's got a tripod there. And some beer bottles. And what looks to be like an ashtray with its own roof. Bizarre, man. The Germans, they're all a bit mad. Hello, cows! So we were walking to a castle and we just came down that path that you can see right ahead and then walked along the bottom of these houses and then we crossed over the road to where we are now and Sonia said, well, where's the castle? I said, I don't know, I haven't seen it. We didn't look up. There's the castle. We missed it. We got about a kilometre away and we looked back and realised we'd not seen it. So we're walking back to see it now. Yeah. What does it say? What does it say? Something in German. Yep. Yeah, difficult place. According to Sonia, this place was only discovered 60 years ago, which I don't know how she gets that, but she read it on the internet, so it must be true. We're inside. Down in the deepest, darkest woods now, we've come across a little woodcutter's place, like in the fairy tale, the Brothers Grimm. Do you like the wood piles? What spot that I say? We're nearly finished. We're just looking for the big wooden bridge that Sonia's obsessed with. It's been banging on about since we started this walk. Just started to rain a bit. Big cross. What can you see? I wonderful things. I do not know. That's where we're parked. Other motorhomes have joined us. We're the one just, where's my finger? There. Sonia's enjoying herself, lounging. This is the bridge. It says that. What does that say? There's lots of little plaques. Yeah, probably. So we're back to civilization after our 10-kilometre or 12.5-kilometre walk, whatever you want to call it. It's there or thereabouts in the general vicinity of. 'Tis good, yeah. So after the long walk, we come to this traditional little bar, and our motorhome place is over there. So handy dandy. Did suggest we could eat here, but we had out last night, so that'd just be crazy, wouldn't it? So once again, we've got away with the weather. Started chucking it down just after we've been to the pub and had a drink. And this is our stop for tonight. A few others around, as you can see. We have bolognese in the slow cooker doing, and we're just having some snacks. So as you can see, it's a bit grim today. Slept there all night with the white noise of the river. I had read that it occasionally floods here. With hearing the rain all at late afternoon and night last night, I was kind of worried that it was going to overflow, but thankfully it didn't. I've googled, there's a public toilet about a 5-minute walk away, so that's where I'm going. What fun. So here we are on the way to the waterfalls in Triberg. Find a place to park. The river's in full flow. As you can see, the weather hasn't shown a lot of lifting up yet. So this is Triberg. So it says it's best to see the waterfalls when there's been lots of rain. Well, it hasn't stopped for 24 hours. I think we're on the right way. So we've just walked past a big sign that said waterfalls closed, danger, no access, and the ticket place is closed, but you could just walk straight in. And some other people have just walked straight in, so we're risking it for a biscuit. You can see it's quite a big waterfall behind me here. Get very wet very quick. Crazy, man. Still they go on. We'll come up even higher now. I'm going to carry on up these trails. So we're now back into Triberg. The bells are tolling for midday. We're going to find a cuckoo clock, the biggest one in the world apparently, and a cafe for I'm going to have some black forest gâteau because I've not had any yet, and a coffee. and then we're gonna have a little smooch around. Interesting architecture around these parts. Not a bad price for a clock. A housewarming present. It's the Christmas shop. Get your Christmas tat here. So at last, after 4 days here, I'm finally about to try Black Forest Gâteau. What does Sonia think about it? Thumbs up? Good. So we've come to the castle. Update on the campsite tonight. We got there. They said on the internet to get there between 3 and 6, which we did, and it was shut. He had a phone number to ring. Didn't speak a word of English, but he says you'd only take cash. But if he's shut, how do you do that? I couldn't find the electrics. So read online, you can park a motorhome at the castle for €5, and there's toilets there. So bargain. It's another cheap night. What do you see? A little house in mist. Don't fall. Well, no, do. It'll make my video more interesting. Right down in the basements. Spooky. Blowing a hoolie now. Atmospheric. Whoa, blowing a hoolie up here. An expensive €5 stay at the castle we just visited, car park. We just had to nip out and get some gas because we nearly ran out. That was an experience, trying to work out which was the right adapter to put on, and then realised had to go in and tell the staff to activate the actual pump, otherwise it wouldn't work. So way over there are toilets, right over there. That's handy for the morning. Right. Morning. So it's Tuesday morning. Very pleasant night's sleep in this big car park. Toilet block over there, which is heated. We're the only people staying here. Although it was very windy in the night, as you can see, we're totally surrounded by trees, so it kept us very sheltered. So I think it's just after 7. Went to bed early because I was tired last night. We're going to do about find a 10-11k walk here before we head off to Titisee, sandbanks, for the afternoon. Breakfast this morning is eggy bread. Sonia doesn't want any. Still full from last night, aren't you? People think I live with a deaf mute, but I don't, you know. People do talk. So it's 8:10. We've started our walk, about 11 kilometres, and yeah, so we have better weather today. Patches of blue sky, as you can see. Very cool though. What temperature would you say it is, Sonia? Just rounded the bend and saw the castle. Keep saying it, but the colours are lovely. It's the best time of the year to come to the Black Forest for the colours. Oh, we have 3 paths. I wonder what way to go. We're on the steep bit now. Ooh. You can never tell on camera if it's steep or not, but it is. Believe me. We made it to the top. It's very cold and very windy up here. A nice view. The weather's better than yesterday, so mustn't grumble, as they say. Bit more spludgy underfoot here. Got the castle in the background though. So we have arrived at Sandbanks. They're very quiet. They've given us this map and said go in, walk around, pick which pitch you want, come back and tell them, and they'll sort it from there. So right on the lake. It's quite a pretty little town that we drove past. There's one of the guests. So we're thinking this pitch here, it's got electric. What do you think? 189 it is. Her ladyship's picked 189. That's the showers up there. So, oh, by the way, look. I don't know if you can see that. Snow on the hill up there. So we're finally out and about on the bikes. Let's hope it's not an off-road, because I'm not on an off-road bike. So this is Titisee. Very different feel to the rest of the Black Forest. We're staying, you can see, exactly in the middle of the screen at the minute there. So we're staying. Just cycled in. Have a little wander around, try and get some Wi-Fi, because we're all out of data. I have got apple strudel. Sonia's got her third piece of Black Forest Gâteau. Got a nice place here overlooking the lake.
Welcome to Camping Sandbank in Titisee. Beautiful and spacious shower area with a high standard of fixture and fittings, complemented with natural wood effect doors. Industrial style light fittings add to the contemporary and stylish feel. Spacious shower cubicles with a handy squeegee. Ample hookage is always nice to see. Effective locks and sturdy hooks enhance the shower experience. A modern push-button shower with thermostatic control. A simple shower head with ample pressure and hot water, leading to a clean and contemporary drain.
So tonight Chef Wilson is cooking special potatoes, steaks, the cornflour's out because I'm going to make some homemade onion rings. In the oven we've already got some corn on the cobs, and yeah, it's going to be fab-o-tistic. Isn't that right, Sonia? So glad we spent €45 to get this lovely lakeside pitch with a lovely view. Saw the weather, said it was going to be nice and sunny all day, and got up to this. That way is the lake.
Well, we've cleared the mist now. Just had to go up about 100 feet or so, out of it. We're now going our shortest journey in the morning to Gorge Walk, which hopefully won't be full of mist. If it is, we may change our plans. But it's only about 10 minutes away from here, and we're just enjoying the blue skies and no winds for the first time.
So today we're doing a gorge walk in the morning. Bit of information for you. You can pause it and read it at your leisure. So, looks like this is where we start. That was it, American. So, according to my wife, these are old historic buildings from workmen who used to work here and then carts, etc. from way back in the day. Rope ladder. Very interesting. Here you see a woman exploring an old cabin, and they're all locked. clock. Big logging machine from back in the day. Very new bridge. We made it to the top. Very good view. See this gap. We're just sat on a bench here. So we're going to carry on this way. Sonia's complaining it's steep, but she's got a stick, so she should be okay. Although she's proceeding with caution. It's quite steep here. What did you say? That's a funny big fire. I suppose a big block just heats the room up. Well, got it again. Sonia's fourth Black Forest Gateau. She's going to try it and give us her verdict. Nice. How do you rate it from 1 to 4? 1 being the best, 4th the worst.
This is probably the second best.
Second
First
best.
one in the cafe on the first day.
I have an update for you, and that update is
This one's my favourite.
she's changed her mind. It's her favourite. Wow. Oh, where is this place called, Sonia? You did know. Like Swaziland. Not to be mistaken with Swaziland. It's a cable car. We're going up to the top. We're on the cable car. We're trekking down a mountainside on a narrow little path. Don't think it's as steep as the one we were on this morning. So we have about 800 meters to go down, about 2,500 feet, say. Probably take us a good couple of hours, I'd have thought. How graceful Sonia is getting down. So we're nearly at the bottom. It's taken us about an hour and 34 minutes, which is very good going, I think, for that sort of 800 meter drop. We've got some goats. Goat Peter. High on a hill, there's a lonely goat herder. Is that how it goes? Looks evil. So we've made our way back to Baden-Baden, parked up in the same old motorhome Platz, and now we're heading into town for a second night out for some food. Sonia's thinking Italian. I'd love to try some currywurst, but I don't know if the local Italians do it. So it could be some fish dish with tagliatelle is the second option. I'm sure you will see when we get there. So we've parked the bikes, we're just walking to the local restaurants. So this is Baden-Baden by night. Looks quite good. So I've gone for rabbit with gnocchi, and Sonia has got lasagna. So this is us at our first motorway services. Stopped in Germany. We're on our way to Bonn. Set off from the parking Platz in Baden-Baden. And it's going to take about 4 hours in total to get there. We've already had breakfast from Aldi. And Sonia's bought 12 bottles of wine.
So we've been on the road quite a while already, 3 and a bit hours. We had one big long tailback. Up ahead there was a crash and the motorway has actually been shut and all the traffic diverted off. So we're currently on a little country road. Estimated time of arrival is getting later and later, so we're just wondering what to do for the best. The positive point, it's not raining. Well, we're back on the motorway again, so that probably added about 45 minutes to our journey, so it could have been worse. One slight issue we had going through this little French-German village with all that back-to-back traffic. The motorhome started making a bit of a clunky noise when it was changing gear, and then I got a warning on the dashboard. It came up transmission error and went into neutral. And I'm like, my goodness, what to do? I managed to freewheel and pull in this narrow gap at the side of the road. Turned the engine off, turned it back on again, and it seems to have cleared the issue, but something to keep an eye on. That would have been a nightmare if we'd have broken down there. So we are, I think, just arriving at Motorhome Place.
So we've arrived at our park up in Bonn. Look at this, in a nice little park. 12 euros for the night, right next to the Rhine. And it's a 20-minute walk into the old town along the huge River Rhine. You can tell how high it is, look at that pontoon. Walking up to the old town now. I have to go through these pretty trees. So we've come to the town square for some light refreshment. Then there's a little street food place over there, and I'm allowed to go and find a big sausage. I haven't had any lunch. Lovely little bar we just had a drink at. So I've finally got myself some currywurst, and I must admit, it's dead yummy. Right, yummy. This is the house of Ludwig van Beethoven. We now have a motorhome cheese grater. Bought at great expense of €3.90. So we've had a nice little look around Bonn, it's quite nice, and went for a couple of drinks, checked out where we're going to get our lunch and breakfast tomorrow, and now we're walking back to our park up. The sun is making chilly tonight, aren't we lucky? Hey? So after a good night's sleep last night, down by the for some breakfast, saw loads of places and buy some food for the day. Cycling along the Rhine after breakfast in town, it was nice. Very sweet pastries though. So I've decided just to see where this takes us. All the big barges taking the coal and stuff up and down the river. houses. Cost a bob or two to live here, about, yeah. So we're at a little ferry station. Look at the angle the ferry has to go at. It's actually turning straight across the river, but it has to go at that funny angle. We're on the ferry, crossing the Rhine with our bikes. How crazy is today getting? Look at Sonia in her hood. So we've decided to come on the upper deck. As you can see, it's not that busy. Just us in one car. We sort of went through an industrial area. We're going to cycle down the other side. There's a cycle route, and then 2 bridges down we can cross back over. So we stopped at a service station, got a couple of coffees, ordered a pizza and some fries. It's about €20 altogether, so reasonably cheap. And look at the size of the pizza. Massive, freshly made and cooked here.
So, quick update, we're 22 kilometres from the Europort at Rotterdam, and I must admit, I don't think I've ever seen so many lanes of motorways converging and separating. For about the last 10-15 kilometres, we've literally been going along a 4-lane motorway running parallel to another one with slip roads on and off every 100 metres or so it fails, and you're constantly sat-nav telling you to go into one, then another, and sailing at 9 o'clock. So we can afford to make a few errors if needs be. So we've made it through immigration and got our boarding cards. Now hopefully we're getting on the ferry, as long as you don't get spot checked.
My passport's get up to literally put them away. Last time I held on to it wasn't for any period of time. It was that toll ticket that eventually did work.
Yeah. The pride of all. There's a
Welcome to life aboard P&O Ferries, North Sea Ferries. Luxurious cabin with bin. That'll probably be my bunk up there. And an ensuite, straight from about 1987. There's a shower with the dreaded shower curtain. So anyway, better than a smack in the gub. It's what we end up doing every holiday in the duty-free shop. Sonia getting some free spraying done.
So good morning, we're back in the cab, waiting to get off the ferry. We're on deck 3, which I think is one of the first decks to get released. The order we were first to be called anyway. But obviously they've got to manhandle this stuff out of the way first of all, which he's doing a great effort of. Should I send Sonia out to give him a push?
So I want you to go there.